Okay, today I'm just going to do a quick video and go over a few of the items that are in my shopping cart on a weekly basis. This is for a low-carb ketogenic diet or the low-carb portion of a ketogenic diet, such as the anabolic diet, which is what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to start off each day with a ready-to-drink protein. Nothing super special about this particular brand, but this is Labrada Lean Body Salted Caramel flavor. And I just mix that straight in with my coffee in the morning, kind of like you would with a creamer. If I want a little more fat that day, I might put in a half tablespoon of MCT oil along with it. And that I will drink throughout the morning. I do cardio usually in the morning, about 3 miles worth of fasted cardio, or semi-fasted cardio, and finish up with another cup of coffee made out of the Lean Body here. So that's a total of 40 grams of protein, and I'll have that over spread out over a period of about 3 or 4 hours throughout the morning. Now my first solid meal of the day is usually going to be some eggs, so that's a great source of protein. I like the Happy Egg Company Heritage Free Range. These are true pastured eggs. A lot of the so-called free-range eggs on the market are actually just hens that are only allowed to have access to the outdoors a certain part of the day, and that allows them to legally call it free-range. These are pastured eggs, and you can definitely taste the difference. The shell is super hard because the calcium content of the chicken's diet is so high because they're allowed to eat their natural diet, which is not grains. It's earthworms and crickets and things that they would forage for. So super hard shell, and then the yolk is nice and dark orange because of all the B vitamins that are in it, and again because of the high nutrient protocol or diet that the chickens are eating. They're allowed to eat their natural diet. Now, if I want to go with a little higher protein and a more moderate fat approach, I'll mix in a little bit of the liquid eggs or egg beaters along with that. Maybe 1 or 2 whole eggs and a half cup or even up to a cup of the liquid egg whites. A half cup is equivalent to 2 whole eggs, but without the fat content that's found in those whole eggs. Afternoon, so let's see, after that, about an hour or 2 later, I'm going to be doing some weight training. Lunch rolls around at about 1 o'clock. I like the Safe Catch salmon. This stuff is amazing. It's getting harder and harder to find. What I love so much about it is not only the fact that there's no mercury, but also the sodium content is really low on this. When you start comparing the different packaged salmon that's available, a lot of those have a really high sodium content. 300, 400 milligrams is not uncommon, and that's way too much for a tiny little 20 grams of protein. So that I will combine sometimes with these 100 Emerald 100 calorie pack almonds. So maybe 2 packs of salmon, 1 pack of almonds. Or if I want a little higher fat content and the protein is going to be more moderate, I'll go with 2 packs of the almonds and just a single pack of the salmon here. That's lunch. And then dinner is usually around 5 or 6. My favorite dinner is a lean ground beef. I like the Laura's lean beef. That's a national brand that you can get, grass-fed, organic, and I use the 96% lean, 4% fat. So that's only got about 8 grams of fat to every 24 grams of protein. It's about a 3-to-1 protein to energy ratio, which is phenomenal. And that leaves a little space to add fats to it. So a slice of cheese, or maybe a little bit of the Primal Kitchen mayo or something like that for flavor. No harm done because it's such a lean cut of meat to begin with. And rounding out the evening is the Robert Irvine Fit Crunch bars. You remember Chef Robert Irvine from his television series Restaurant Takeover. Okay, so apparently not only is he a bodybuilder, he's also a chef. He put the chef skills to use to create these delicious protein bars. I usually have a couple of those every night while watching television. And that's just, you know, a healthy alternative to a candy or snack. That's the one thing that's really allowed me to stay on track for years now, having lost about 65 pounds of body fat and kept that off for more than 5 years. I have to admit, my favorite indulgence is peanut butter, and I like the Smucker's natural peanut butter. It's the healthiest type I could possibly find. I try to actually measure that out with a tablespoon and maybe put it on some celery so that that high water content food, high fiber food, maybe blocks the absorption of some of the calories in here or makes it a little more filling, because fat is very calorie dense. But at the end of the day, if I've accounted for the number of grams of fat I have throughout the day and I got enough in my budget, I love to throw in a little bit of the Smucker's Natural. So that's it for today's video. I'll go ahead and post that. And if you like this video, comment. If you have questions for future videos, just let me know and I'll be recording more of those. And that's all for now, and I'll talk to you soon.